Hey guys, it's Santino Girly here. This is going to be my video. WWE Belfast was last night. The Raw event, well, Raw tour over in Belfast, and I just wanted to give you a quick sort of like day in the life type thing about the videos. The videos are going to be put up later because my camera's charging because it died last night. But yeah, me, Mr. Bigger in 1990, Alan, John Sloss, or I don't know what I'm saying his full name, but John, my mum and my brother, we all went to Smith's yesterday. Santino and Layla were signing in Smith's. We got there late-ish than what I would have wanted, but there's a whole big mock-up, but that was okay. We had like a big bag of stuff with us to get signed, and yeah, I'll show you what happened. Chris went first, then Alan went, and then my mum went, then my brother went, then friend John went, and then I went last. So I'll show you all the stuff. Should be over here as to what I got signed. So first my mum got this signed for me. Now this is a good story. Mum's great with talking with wrestlers. I give her this poster for Santino to sign, and he signed to Healy, Santino down there, but he's talking away to Mum, and Mum was like, you should get a stamp for your autograph because your hand's gonna be sore and stuff. And then she showed him this picture and she goes, I believe that's your friend, blah 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 blah, and Mum can't pronounce wrestlers' names, Vladimir, and he's like, oh yeah, Vladimir, I remember him. And then he's like, here, give me a minute, I need to draw pecs. So he actually drew his own pecs and lines for his six-pack. We had a good laugh about that. So that's Santino, he signed that. Well, Mum got him to sign that, and she got Layla to sign something here. I'm feeling it was this one, and yes, she got to sign here, and it's her page, and it says to Healy, signed black. Layla, love Layla. So Layla was absolutely gorgeous looking, just so pretty. The photos Mum took of me came out blurry. We weren't actually supposed to be taking photos, but I'll tell you about that when it comes to my story. But Layla was absolutely gorgeous. Santino and Layla had so much time for everyone in the queue, especially me, and again I'll tell you the story. Just so happy to be there. Like, compared to Big Show in April, it was still a bit, Joe, no photos, take them when they're signing, blah blah, keep going. But they were so happy to be there, talking, chatting away to everyone, just having a good time, which was so nice to see. And then Kyle went up and got stuff signed for Vinto, which I'm not going to show in this video because he hasn't seen them yet, so he's got to get them on Saturday. And then my friend John went up in front of me and got Santino to sign this to Healy Santino. And Santino actually really liked this poster. He's like, where do you get this? And I was like, WWE Kids, my thing, because John went to Healy and Santino went, and then John pointed over me and it was to Healy, my friend Healy. So I was like, okay. And so he was looking at this poster, and then he was like, bring it back, because John had taken it away, and John brought it back, and he was like, tattoos, I don't have all my tattoos in this, and he was trying to decipher which arm he didn't have the tattoos on that he has on now. So that was really good, sort of sitting there, and he was like, oh, looking at this poster and looking for the tattoos. And then Layla signed this program, which is the April one, and she signed in silver, really nicely, to Healy, love Layla, 2012, which is pretty cool. So she got that, and just talking to John, and then it was my turn. I walked up to Santino and said, Santino, look, it's very good. And he was like, hi, and I was like, he went to sign this in black, and I said, could you sign it in red, please? And he's like, oh, yes. I said, this is 310th figure, I've got 310th, and he's like, where do you keep 310? I was like, yeah, 310. He's like, where do you keep them all? And I was like, oh, I have like a cupboard, and I painted, and it's pretty awesome. So he signed my Elite Series 3 in red, just there. Santino came out really well. I'm really happy with that. It is much better in real life, but you can see it there. It's very cool. He wasn't really personalising much. I don't know how they got that, but he didn't seem to want to personalise this, so it's still nice Santino. So he's talking away to me about that, and then Layla was waiting because I was talking to Santino, so she was waiting, and I moved then over to Layla, and I was like, hey Layla, and she's like, are you Hayley? Because like John and Mom and everyone before me have been going this for Hayley, so she's like, are you Hayley? And I was like, yes, I'm Hayley, I'm the Hayley. And I brought the Layla figure, and I said, I'm sure you've been signing a lot of these, but all this, and I was like, I actually have a present for you, and it was, I'd made a scrapbook of all my, I drew like loads of the divas last week and the week before, and put it all in a scrapbook and stuff, and she's like, oh wow, and she's like, and I was like, that's just drawings I've done of all of you, I just wanted to get to you as a present. So she's like, oh wow, that's so nice, thank you so much. And she gave me like a half hug, and I got a really blurry picture of it, but she gave me a hug and then posed for a photograph, and the guys were all like, no photographs, and she was like, photograph, and posed for it. Unfortunately it came out blurry, but it's still pretty cool. And then I handed it her, and she sat aside, and Santino went, can I have a look? Can I have a look at the drawings? And I was like, looking over, going, yeah, sure, I'm done. But yeah, and he proceeded to open this Divas drawing book in the middle of the signing, stopping the person who he's signing for, taking the book, opening it, and going, that's Rosa. I knew that straight away. It's Rosa. It's Rosa. Oh, it's Natalia. And he proceeded to go through until Layla's photo, got the Layla's photo, and she's like, oh my word, I've seen that photo before. And I was trying to remember, because I don't think I've ever sent it to her on Twitter. So I was like, really? And she's like, yeah, one of the girls gave it to me at like WrestleMania Access, said some girl had drawn it for me. I was like, that's me. I give it to Vicky Guerrero at Miami Access to give to Layla, because I didn't get to meet Layla. And she's like, oh my word, did you do this? And I was like, yeah. And she's like, yeah, I remember, because the girls gave me it. And I was like, oh, that's really good, I'm so glad you got it. And she's like, is your Twitter in here? Have you like put, or what's your Twitter? And I was like, oh, I wrote my Twitter in the book for you. I was like, it's at Hayley the Tiny. And she's like, do I follow you? And I'm like, no. And she's like, I'll follow you. I will follow you. And she goes, the girls will love this. So that was a good thing. And then I said, I have a white pen for you. Would you mind signing white? So she said, yeah. So she's like, do you want to personalise? So I said, yeah, might as well personalise it. So she signed to Hayley, Layla, 2012. So I think that's came out so well. I'm so happy I got a white pen. So she signed all that for me, which I'm so happy with, and I got a good chat with them. I got photos. Everyone was a bit gobsmacked, because I was like just standing there for like 5 minutes just talking to them both and getting pictures, and it was a bit like, and someone complained apparently that his daughter didn't get a picture, and it was a bit all like, ugh. But it wasn't me. Layla leaned in for the picture, so it's not me. I didn't ask for any pictures. But it was great. And then Santino just continued to look through the book, and Layla took it and stuff. So it made my day, it really did. And then we rushed over to the Odyssey, drove over like a maniac through town to the Odyssey to look at the merchandise stall, and I picked up my Stealing the Show and Your Girlfriend Dolph Ziggler shirt, and I picked up, well, that's the one I picked up at the early merchandise. We then got a tip off that the wrestlers were hanging about the Hilton. We drove to Hilton, there was no one there. Then we got another tip off that they're somewhere else, but it was just too late at that point, and we were starving, so we wanted to get home to get dinner. So the boys all came back to mine, and we had some pork fillet and roast potatoes, thanks to my mum. And then we then headed to the Odyssey for the show, and I picked up the program, which is quite nice. There's a cool, let me find the cool photo here. Oh, nice photo of Lillian in the back as well. Where'd the cool photo go? I love the Damien Sandow. We love that one. The Damien Sandow, Ryback. It's them. David Otunga. Come on. Zack Ryder is the other cool one. It's good. I like the program. It's sort of the same as the one I got in April, so it's a bit like, oh, I hope it's not the same. AJ. but it's still pretty freaking awesome. Santino, Tensai. You got the guy. It's just his face. But yeah, that's the program. This is very nice. And I picked up this shirt. Had to get a medium, so it's a bit big, but it was the I Was There shirt. And Belfast is somewhere over here. So that's all that I sort of got. The show was awesome. It was very good. We were beside the entrance ramp, but this year they extended it and they put a tech like section right beside us, so they blocked the entrance ramp. So we're gonna have to look for new seats next year, or yeah, for April. But it's still very good. We were right beside the tech guys, so they were sort of like doing all their stuff, and then Finlay came out beside the tech guys and was talking to them, so we're all like Finlay. And then John Laurinaitis kept coming out during the show to talk to the tech guys. There was something wrong, I don't know what happened, but his voice is so loud, and that's all I could hear during some of the matches, like just John Laurinaitis who's like, oh, and I was like, shut up, I'm trying to watch a match. But the matches were good. First match was Brodus Clay and Santino versus Epico and Primo. Brodus Clay and Santino came out in matching outfits, well, separate entrances, but matching outfits. It was just like a comedy match. It was quite good. It was good fun. Then there was Michael McGillicuddy versus Tensai. You got the guy. It was his match. And then there was I'm trying to think of all the matches. There's so many. There was Eve versus Layla versus AJ for the Divas title, which was an awesome surprise. I knew AJ was on tour and I knew she'd been sort of in some matches. And AJ actually won the title, and we all freaked out. We were like, what? At a Belfast house show, this is not right. And I was sort of like, mother won the title, what's happening? And then Vicky Guerrero came out and reversed the decision, so Eve won it back. So I was like, I was so excited. Still a really good match for a Divas match. I really enjoyed it. There was also Cena versus Ziggler, which was a pretty awesome match. I really enjoyed it. It was a good match. The briefcase and stuff, and then AJ came out, and then AJ John Cena nearly kissed, and it's like, oh, and then there's some comedy to that match as well, so it's good. And Ziggler's such a great person to watch live. I love watching his matches. Cena's good. He wasn't as over with the crowd. There was a lot of kids in Cena shirts, so there was a lot of cheers, but Dolph Ziggler actually got a pretty awesome cheer, which was good. Tensai got Albert chants. What else? There was a couple of other awesome chants going on. And then, what else was there? There was Team Hell No versus Rhodes Scholars, which is like awesome. I freaked out for Cody Rhodes and Chris freaked out for Kane. Some good comedy in that match as well between Kane and Daniel Bryan. Loved their moments together, and there's a couple of hug it outs chants getting there, and they did hug it out in the end, so we all got what we wanted. And then we got an ole chant going on, so we were going ole, 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 ole. And Daniel Bryan was doing like this full-on bull skit with Kane, so like Kane was holding the title, Daniel Bryan was pretending to be a bull to go for the title. It's funny. And then there was Antonio Cesaro versus Zack Ryder. We didn't get to see the uppercut. Wish we got to see the uppercut, the finisher of the uppercut, but no, it didn't come. So it was a good match. I enjoyed it. It was quite good. There's so many matches. I can't think of what other matches there were. This is how much I remember from the night before. I'm knackered. That's the last match. I'll talk about that last. Daniel Bryan talked about Kane. Roberto's not on this tour. Cody Rhodes, Cara, Santino, Tensai, Evelyn, blah blah blah. Divas, Cafe, Zack, Mark, Brodus, Ziggler, Hunga. That must be the last match. I could have swore there was another match in the middle of it, but no. Then the last match was CM Punk versus Ryback. For once, John Cena wasn't in. Well, he was in the main event a wee bit. But for once, he wasn't like the main star of the main event. It was CM Punk versus Ryback with CM Punk had Paul Heyman out there, which was pretty awesome, and we got to vote whether it was a title match or a non-title match, and of course it came out as a title match. CM Punk and Paul Heyman hugged. That was hilarious. When CM Punk threw his shirt out, Paul Heyman caught it and freaked out like a little child. That was pretty funny to watch. Then Punk proceeded to stand in the turnbuckle for about 5-10 minutes, just standing, posing, and the referee was like, we were all like got like 10 pictures of it just because he was just standing there. That match was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. With CM Punk, I love watching CM Punk work, and it was cool to see Ryback live for once. Then towards the end, Paul Heyman was like, help, 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 and Primo and Epico ran out, Rhodes Scholars ran out, and Dolph Ziggler ran out with his briefcase, and then Kane and Daniel Bryan ran out to help, and Cena ran out to help, and that was it, I think. Tensai ran out to help the bad side, sorry. And that was pretty cool. And then sort of finishing the match, Ryback had Punk in a shell shocked, and Cena had I believe it was Ziggler or Tensai in attitude adjustment, and they did their finisher moves at the same time, which is pretty awesome. And then everyone else ran to the back, and Primo, I think, took the briefcase. Primo or Epico took the Money in the Bank briefcase because Dolph forgot. And then Ryback won by disqualification anyway because they all came in. So that was pretty awesome, and then Ryback stayed sort of towards the end and sort of circled the ring and stuff, and we got some good Feed Me More chants and Goldberg chants for that. I do believe that was all the matches. It was a very good night. One of the best probably I've seen in Belfast. It was very, very good. It's hard to get photos when you're sort of that far back, and when they keep moving, when you're trying to take photos and they blur. But